Good grief. Why do they never go in for me? Hi everyone, I am back again. Been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, first video for a while. Don't know why it didn't happen before, just didn't. There we go. So, let's get into it. First video for a while. Now, I've been away from making videos for, I think it's 6 months, but it might even be longer than that. And recently there's been a thread going around the 10 records I listen to the most or something. And I've watched a few, and it's been people kind of guessing. I think they've all been guessing how much they actually listen to. Well, I am such a geek, nerd / obsessive, whatever you want to call it. I use Last.fm, and I scrobble, which means count, every single play of a song I've made since October 2005. So I'm actually using some maths and some science for this. So these are the 10 most played vinyl records I've got since 2005. Before that, I haven't got a clue what I would have listened to most. Different albums during different times of my life. I haven't got a clue. So, but this, I have got a way of measuring what I've actually listened to the last 18 years. Yeah, it is 18 years, isn't it? Right, so in at number 10 is a compilation. Now, it's the only compilation I've got on this list. It's this one. So this is Platinum T-Rex. So this is a compilation of, I think it's the Fly stuff. I think it is the Fly stuff. It's because it ends with a lot of stuff off Electric Warrior. Now, I don't actually own any of the T-Rex albums. Oh, no, I've got one, maybe two, but they're later stuff. Most of the stuff I've got by T-Rex is on compilations. And this is kind of like summation of a lot of Tyrannosaurus Rex stuff. And I got, how old was I getting when I got this? This was a Christmas present when I was 13? Maybe 13, I think. Probably that long. I've had it for years, and I do dig this out every so often, and I just love it to pieces. Such a good album. So there we go. That's number 10. Where am I going to put them? I'll put them down there. Right. Number 9. I don't think I really have to say any more than this. I've said about this loads and loads. I still drag this out. This is still possibly my favourite opening track of an album, and possibly my favourite ending track of an album. Like I Want to Be Adored and I Am the Resurrection. I've talked loads about this. I'm not going to say much more, but I still get this out. I still listen to it, whether it's on CD, on a MP3 player, whatever. I've got it all over the place, but I've got, yeah, number 9, that one. Number 8, another one of my favourite albums. This is just how it's worked out. So it's my favourite Kate Bush album, gets the most play. So this is Hounds of Love. I talked about this one loads when I did my Kate Bush ranking, my Kate Bush album ranking. What can I say about this? This got loads of play along with Ariel when I was running up around 2014, 2015, but this gets dragged out every so often. Anyway, I might do a second video of this in a little while, maybe a week or so, with records that I've only got on CD, because I've listened to a lot of stuff on CD, and I wanted this one because it was my comeback video. Oh, the great comeback! My comeback video to be vinyl, because I thought, yeah, well, why not? So anyway, this is number 8, Kate Bush, Hounds of Love. Number 7, another one of my favourite albums. These are the albums that I keep dragging out. My favourite albums do get listened to over and over again, and I make no bones about it. I think this was number 7, wasn't it? Revolver. Revolver's the 7th most listened to album. This is just perfect from start to finish. Absolutely perfect. This is a copy I bought when I was about 15. It's probably an 80s copy. I don't care. Sounds good enough. What a wonderful record that is, and my favourite cover of all time, which I've said before. Okay, here we come to some odd stuff. Okay, not odd. It's not really odd, but I've listened to this album loads. Right, number 6 is this one. So this is a Gaslight Anthem, and this is a 59 sound. This is a brilliant album. Absolutely brilliant. This sounds kind of to me what Bruce Springsteen should have sounded in the 90s. This, or it's maybe an updated version of. It's got that feeling of Springsteen to me. I don't know, maybe I'm completely wrong, but with a punky element to it. But this is just, the songs are so good. And I wish I'd seen them live. Really do. But this is such a good record. I mean, very recommend this to anybody. I don't think they ever really matched this. Handwritten, the follow-up's quite good. I kind of lost track of them. I've heard some of their other albums, but nothing is good. This was like a bolt out of the blue. This was absolutely brilliant. I love this. Every single song on it. Yeah. It's just running through my head at the moment. Right. Number 5. Okay, now, this is a record that probably loads of people would have in their most listened to albums, but I didn't actually listen to this for the first time until I looked it up on the site. It's 2010. So this is Rumours. For the longest time, I thought Fleetwood Mac were like boring old farts, and I wasn't going to have any truck of it, and I just wasn't interested. But because I listened to grunge, there's a lot of grunge bands that are into Fleetwood Mac. So it started off with, what's it called? There's a Sub Pop compilation called Songs from the Far East. And I think who is it? There's a version of Go Your Own Way on there. And I can't remember who did it now. Fastbacks? Maybe it's Fastbacks. I'd have to look that up. I can't remember. That was the first time I'd ever really heard a Fleetwood Mac song properly, apart from the Tango in the Night stuff that was out, which I just fairly completely ignored. Then I heard Hole doing Gold Dust Woman, or did I? Yeah, I think it was. Now that I loved, and that's when I think I first started taking notice of the album. I played it once. Obviously, didn't make a massive impression on me, apart from Gold Dust Woman, which I thought was an amazing song. The whole version's great. This version is even better. Then I heard the Licker Lee did a version, I think, of it's Silver Springs, which I think is the extra track on the CD, or one of the CD releases has got the extra track of Silver Springs, which I loved as well. So then that got me into the CD, and then I picked this up off Free Cycle. I think this copy. I think this came with Free Cycle. It's a great copy. And now I absolutely adore this record from start to finish. I think it is an absolutely brilliant album. So this is a record that took me, I don't know, well, it didn't take me long to get into once I actually started listening to it. I actually listened to Tusk first. I forgot. I was dead into Tusk, the single, when I was, 10. Must have been about 10. And I loved that single. And I eventually got the album Tusk, which I heard first. But this is the one I listen to more now. I think this is absolutely brilliant from start to finish. So there we go. Fleetwood Mac and the Rumours. All right, number 4. This is a brilliant record. I listened to this again the other night. So this is Khalees, and this is Food. This is such a gorgeous record. I know I say that a lot, but it's so warm. Singing on this is some of the sexiest singing I've ever heard in my life. It is sultry as hell. Like, she's got this edge to her voice in this one, like a kind of a rough edge to it. But absolutely adore her voice in this. There was I think might even be on YouTube, there's some performances. She did a live concert for Six Music. And I saw that as well after I got this, or heard it for the first time. What a stunning performer she really is. She's one of the only artists I really wish I'd seen at Glastonbury this year. I'm just not into Glastonbury anymore, but I would love to have seen her set. Absolutely brilliant record. Pretty minimalist album design. It's produced by the guy from TV on the Radio. What's his name? Hopefully it'll be on here somewhere. Credits. Oh, come on, where are you? Oh, Dave Sitek from TV on the Radio. He's done a lot of stuff. He kind of has a hand in all kinds of music. But I just think this is a brilliant record from start to finish. But there we go. Kelis and Food is number 4. Number 3. So this album, I've listened to loads. I've listened to the whole thing loads, but I had developed a real need to listen to one of the tracks. Now, this is Kill City by Iggy Pop and James Williamson. Now, I developed an absolute infatuation with the song Johanna. I just could not get enough of it. But I love the feel of this album. I drag it out every so often. I can't believe I've listened to this more than Raw Power or Funhouse. I find that bizarre, to be honest, but this is the one I've listened to most. It's got such a loose feeling. So this was recorded by Iggy and James Williamson, who were both in the last version of The Stooges, the one that recorded Raw Power. Of course, Iggy was in it. Scott Thurston did some bass on this. So this was recorded in 1975, but didn't actually come out till, I think, 77. Iggy was recording the vocals on the weekends after being released by his mental hospital where he was trying to recover from smack addiction. So he only recorded this on the weekends. He must have been so strung out when he recorded this, but the music on it is so loose. It sounds like the Stones to me. It's got that looseness. Like the Stooges were a tight band. No matter what amount of drugs they did, they were tight. Everything was in its right place. But this is it's just so loose, and I do like records like that. But this is brilliant on white vinyl. This is a 92 line reissue. It's not a bump original, but still sounds great. Still love it. So that was number 3, Kill City. Number 2, possibly my favourite grunge album. This is an amazing record. This is all kind of influential. This is Soundgarden, Bad Motorfinger. So I don't know what it is with me. I tend to listen to loads and loads of metal and hard rock over the summer. I don't tend to listen to it in the winter, not so much. But this I drag out. For me, this is such a summer record. So this gets dragged out every single summer. This is, I think, to be honest, this is probably the first desert rock album. I think this album leads to Kyuss, Queens, Dozer, Elder, all the rest of it. I think this is a precursor. It's just such a good album. Of course, with Rusty Cage, Slaves and Bulldozers. My favourite of their albums, even more than maybe Loud Love or definitely over Super Unknown. I think this is their masterpiece. So that's number 2, Soundgarden, Bad Motorfinger. And the one that I've listened to the most over the last 19 years, 18 years, whatever it is this sludge classic. I never see anybody show this lot. So this is Dope Throne. I have talked about Dope Throne loads on this channel. I bloody love them to pieces. I've got my daughter into them. They are down-tuned, throaty, lovely goodness. Absolutely brilliant from start to finish. Brilliant samples from various 1960s public service ads warning about the dangers of drugs. The way it's incorporated, it is so nihilistic, the lyrics. It doesn't give an F. It really is absolutely brilliant from start to finish. And I blooming love it. So this is the most played vinyl record I've got. Bit of dust there. So what I might do is, I think I'm going to do the CDs as well. I know you lot all love a CD. I never get any moans on my videos when I show some CDs. Never. But I'm going to do it. Ha. So there we go. So that is my record that I've listened to the most over the last 18 years, since 2005. There you go. Right. So hopefully you enjoyed that quick run through. I've probably whittled on. I don't know. I can't read the time on my phone because it's in red. My eyes are crap. Hang on a minute. Oh, 15 minutes. Just over 15 minutes. Marvellous. And I don't need to edit this. I'm just going to bung it out. So thanks very much, everybody. Lovely to talk to you again. And hopefully I will see you a lot sooner. Oh, and Eugene, thanks for asking how I was. I meant to start the video off with this, but I forgot. But Eugene, if you've made it all the way through, thanks for asking. I am fine, as you can see from the video. There we go. So thanks for that. And I hope you enjoyed it. Cheers, everyone. Bye.